Welterweight matchup on the card here tonight in Las Vegas, brought to you by 42 Below Vodka from New Zealand, purity for the purist. Frank Trigg, 32 years old, 4 years older than the 28-year-old from the state of Washington. Dennis Hallman, both are 5'9", both weigh in at right around 170 pounds. Mario Yamasaki, our referee.
Are you ready? Let's go!
And here we go, welterweight matchup. Trigg tries to take the center of the ring.
You got to give the edge in wrestling and conditioning to Trigg. He's a cardio machine. But again, Dennis Hallman, he's got nasty submissions.
Trigg has really been working his hands. Working out of the Raw Combat House. Wrestling skills, of course, Rico Chiapparelli.
Yeah, they have a beautiful team down there where they incorporate best boxers, best wrestlers. They got great jiu-jitsu guys down there, and they work on everything. It's a true mixed martial arts gym. Both guys being a little cautious in the beginning here.
Well, they didn't get very far into their other matchup, and so we talked about tonight being a night of payback. This is a definitive grudge match, like Tanner and Baroni, like Shamrock and Chemo. Good right. Kind of glanced off the chin of Dennis Hallman there.
Dennis Hallman goes to the takedown. You're not going to take down Trigg, but what he could do is pull guard, and that's what he's done. You go for the takedown when the guy sprawls, you pull guard, and then you have him on the ground where you want him. Dennis Hallman is very dangerous from his back. He's looking to hold him, Frank Trigg's arm. He's holding it down with his one arm, with his left arm. He's holding Frank Trigg's right arm and trying to press his knee against it to secure it.
Now, Hallman's good in his transitions, trying to push multiple submissions. Wanted to treat this one like a street fight. No love lost between these two competitors. Want to let our UFC fans know the UFC soundtrack, Ultimate Beatdowns Volume 1 Metal, featuring tracks from metal powerhouses Slayer, Hatebreed, and Damage Plan, plus others soon to be released. Look for it in stores in August. The UFC soundtrack, Ultimate Beatdowns Volume 1 Metal. And all the DVDs out in the Blockbuster stores, some of the new ones recently released. It is easy to find great UFC material.
Frank Trigg, oh, there he goes. Right when I said that he rises up. I said he was just kind of holding down there in Dennis Hallman's guard. Now this is where he can get caught.
Yep, Trigg transition, big shots.
Leg locks are very dangerous. You go for leg locks, you commit to that leg, you leave your head wide open, you can get smashed.
Now Trigg delivered a couple of blows.
It's like Dennis Hallman's got a hold of the foot, though. This is a bad spot for Trigg. If Dennis Hallman can really wrap his arms around it, he might be able to straighten it out. But again, you run the risk of getting smashed here. Right there.
Yep, and that'll force him to give up on that submission attempt. Try to pass guard.
Nice punches.
Yep, good punches teeing off his Trigg.
Hallman's going for that leg again. He's got to hold the heel. He might have it here. It looks like he's got a heel hook.
Trigg trying to spin with it.
If Hallman can straighten him out. Right now, he's got his leg bent and he's not in danger.
The ability for Trigg to continue to damage Dennis Hallman. The reason Hallman had to let go on those submission attempts.
Yeah, that's a bad spot you put yourself in when you go for the leg. When you go for the leg, you're committing and you leave that guy's both arms wide open. When you commit to a leg, the other guy's arms are free.
Good pacing, though, in the first round here by Frank Trigg. Trigg felt like he would have to weather an early storm, but I'll tell you what, it's Dennis Hallman who's having to weather an early storm here.
Yeah, that's always been the conventional wisdom of Dennis Hallman, is he's the most dangerous in the first few minutes of a bout. But, you know, supposedly he's, the word from his camp is that he's so angry at Frank Trigg and he hates this guy so much, he's trained harder than ever, and he's really taken this fight very seriously and dedicated himself very well, and he's eating some big elbows from Frank Trigg now.
Trigg really trying to tee off. Neither fighter thought that this fight would last past the first round.
Oh.
Trigg trying to hold Trigg up. It's out. And it's all over. It is all over.
Whoa.
Frank Trigg holding true to his promise that this fight will not last past the first round.
Dennis Hallman upset, but you know what? You can't fault that stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout has been stopped at 4 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by knockout, Frank Twinkleton!